Welcome back. My name is Susan and this is part 2 of our little yoga class, all right? So coming out of, if you were just with me, come out of your child's pose and I'd like you to come right up to mountain. Come all the way up nice and slow, all right? Rolling the shoulders out. Shake the wrists, shake those legs out, just shake it all out. So if you're just joining me for this class, in through the nose, out through the nose with the breath. Just take it easy, relax, all right, and enjoy yourself. Okay, so from here I'm going to show you a nice little twist, a nice little stretch. It's called the standing twist pose. We do twists when we're sitting, we do twists when we're laying. Well, let's try one when we're standing up. So this particular one, you probably won't get as much movement, but it's just a nice gentle stretch. So if you can, I'd like you to put your right arm just along your back like that, okay? Left hand on the right elbow. So we're just going to turn slightly to the right. So make sure your feet are nice and anchored. Take a breath. On the exhale, just look to the right. If you want to go deeper, you can move your body. You don't have to push too much pressure on the shoulder. Get that lovely standing twist pose. One more breath. Exhale, come back. All right, release. Let's see if we can go to the other side. Just having your arm in this position is a gentle stretch for the shoulder. So if this is a little too much for the shoulder, just leave your arm down. Don't worry about it, all right? So left arm like this, right hand on the left. Big breath, exhale. Relax. And this is our standing twist pose. One more breath. Exhale, center. Release. Roll the shoulders out if you need to. All right. Let's take a couple of breaths into our strong mountain Tattasana. Feet are hip distance apart, nice and anchored to the floor, standing tall, being aware of your posture. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Feel that breath. A nice, long, full breath. Inhale completely. Always suspend your breath for a few seconds and exhale fully. Now's the time I want you to do that little checklist. Go through your body looking for tension. All right, wiggle your toes if you need to. Check your knees. If they're tight, let them go. Your quads, your thighs, let them go. Even your buttocks. If they're tight, just let them go. Your belly, let it all go. Shoulders. Just let all that tension, just let it go. Let it filter through your body and come out your feet, right into the ground. All right, perfect. And let's go. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale into a gentle back bend. Reach, breathe. From here, prepare for child's pose. Take a breath. On the exhale, swan dive, hinging at the hips, soften the knees, come down, and hang out. If this makes you dizzy, come up halfway. Make that adjustment. And this is our ragdoll. This is a wonderful full body stretch. Let gravity just pull those arms down, lengthening the spine. Ragdoll. One more breath. On the next exhale, come up very slowly, reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. All right, roll it out. Okay, so let's get to work. We're going to do a nice little warrior flow. And there's one in particular I'm going to show you quickly in case you're not familiar with it. And it's called the Ostrich Warrior. All right, so we're going to come out of humble warrior, ostrich warrior. You just release the arms like this. That's it. Now the arms, if you can, level to your shoulder. If your arms are tired, you can bring them down a little. It doesn't matter. All right, so quick little demo for that particular one. All right, so coming to the front of the mat, preparing for pyramid with the left leg. Take a breath, the right leg, sorry. On the exhale, step back, right leg. Nice big step. All right. Back foot's on an angle. Again, check your alignment. Ankle, knee, hip, everything is lined up. You can rock. Make sure you're nice and anchored to the floor. It's probably best if you are bare feet and you're on a yoga mat so that you can be really grounded to the floor and anchored and not worry about slipping and sliding, all right? Hips are square, shoulders square. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale up. All the way. Big breath. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold over, hands on the knees. Now this is engaged pyramid For those practicing yoga and yoginis, if you want to go full pyramid, absolutely. Now this is a hamstring stretch as well. If this bothers you to have a straight leg, anytime I want you to have a straight leg, if it's really not going to feel good for you, soften your knee. Make that adjustment so that you're safe and comfortable. Pyramid. Preparing for warrior one. On the exhale, bend the knee, push yourself up, come all the way up. Challenging your balance, relax the shoulders. Now with your lunge, if you can, look down. If you can see the tip of the toe from the tip of the knee, you've got a good lunge. That means that everything is lined up and your knee is nice and safe. Preparing for warrior two. On the next exhale, left hand to the front, right to the back. Your body will turn slightly to the right. Arms are shoulder height, looking at the tips of the left finger. Back is nice and straight, hips are out. Exalted Warrior. Left hand on the small of the back, right arm on the small of the back, left arm up. Let's go. Exalted Warrior. Keep that lunge. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Perfectly balanced. Reverse Warrior. Right hand on the back of the right leg, left arm stays up. Feeling a nice stretch to the thigh. You can feel the buttock engaging. Humble Warrior. Next exhale. Straighten your body, both hands on the small of the back. Take a breath. Exhale, turn your body in front of the left knee. Exhale, fold over. Humble Warrior. Sometimes you're a little more balanced than other days. Humble Warrior. Ostrich Warrior. Next exhale. If you can, release the arms. One more breath. Exhale, bring the hands in front, stay in this position. Namaste prayer pose for Twisted Warrior. On the exhale, turn to the right. One more breath. Exhale, back to center, pyramid, straighten the leg, pyramid. For one more breath. And on the exhale, bend the knee, come up very slowly to mountain. All right, good, wonderful. Roll the shoulders out, shake it all out. All right, let's do it again. Let's try this side here. Again, do what you can. We're doing exactly the same thing. So if you have to make little adjustments, anytime you move your body, most of the time you probably won't get into the position right away. Take the time, make the adjustments, do that little checklist. It doesn't take long because then you're safe and you're comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you're confident. Then you can relax and the breath is going to flow. All right, so let's try it again. Roll the shoulders out. Now, if you find your arms get tired, you can bring your arms down a little bit if you need to. All right, preparing for pyramid now, left leg. Big breath. And step back. Nice big step. Back foot's on an angle. Again, check everything is nice and straight. Alignment. Hips are square, shoulders square. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale. On the next exhale, hinging at the hips, come down. Pyramid. Hands on the knee. Or if you want, you can go a little further down. Again, check the leg. If it feels good, keep it straight. If it bothers your knee, hips, or lower back, soften it a little bit. Preparing for warrior one. On the next exhale, bend the knee. Come up. Perfectly balanced, shoulders are relaxed. Got a nice lunge. If you can, without losing your balance, look down and see the tip of the toe from the tip of the knee. All right. Just want to be aware of our knees all the time, keeping it safe. Warrior 2, next exhale, left hand to the back, right to the front. Perfectly balanced, feeling nice and anchored to the floor. Exalted Warrior on the next exhale, left hand on the small of the back, right arm up. Keep breathing. That breath should be long and smooth. Reverse Warrior. Next exhale, keep the right arm up, left hand on the back of the left leg. Now this particular one, if you want, you can go a little deeper, you can slide down a little more, depending on how balanced you feel. Reverse Warrior. Preparing for Humble Warrior. Take a breath. Exhale, straighten your body, both hands onto the small of the back. Take a breath. Exhale, turn your body in front of the right knee. And on the exhale, fold over. Preparing for our Ostrich Warrior. On the exhale, release the arms. Preparing for our Twisted Warrior. Take another breath. Exhale, hands Namaste Prayer Pose. And on the exhale, twist to the side. Just go as far as comfortable. You don't have to go too far. Perfectly balanced, feeling strong. One more breath. Exhale, center, pyramid. One more breath. From here, we're going to get into down dog. On the exhale, bend the knee, hands on the floor, leg back. Downward dog. If you have to make adjustments, move your feet back a little bit. Get that tail up nice and high, back is straight, head is hanging down. For one more breath. On the exhale, table, knees on the floor, gentle. Now preparing for our Child's Pose Balasana. Open up your knees wider. Take a breath in on the exhale, scooch back. Now I'm going to show you a couple of other varieties or variations. The Child's Pose that you normally rest in like this. But if you'd like to try something different, you can rest your arms along the side of your legs. Head is supported either on the block or on the floor. Or you could try elbows on the floor, hands behind your neck in Namaste Prayer Pose, and your forehead is supported on the floor. So choose the Child's Pose. You can use the one that you feel the most comfortable in, but you can try something a little different once in a while. Rest. Let's take a few minutes, few breaths to absorb the benefit of our practice so far. Resting gently and quietly into your Balasana, Child's Pose. For one more breath. On the next exhale, I want you to come up very slowly, come out of your Child's Pose, and let's very gently get ourselves onto our backs. As gracefully as you can, come down onto your back. All right, so from here, we're going to do a nice little move or a posture called the Child's Pose. Or not the Child's Pose, I should say the bridge. Now the bridge is working on spine flexibility. You're going to work your quads, You feel it maybe in your hip flexors. You're going to feel it in your buttocks as well. So I want you to walk your heels a little bit closer to your sacrum. So what this is going to do is when you lift your hips off the floor, it's going to just line everything up. So the ankle is lined up comfortably under the knee so your knees are safe. So let me show you this one quickly. My shoulders are relaxed. I'm going to press on my feet. I'm going to squeeze my buttocks. I'm going to get my hips up. And then I'm going to come down. I'm going to exhale down. When you come down, try not to touch the floor. We're going to do that 4 times, all right? Just get off the floor. Don't worry about how high. Press on the feet, squeeze your buttocks. That'll help you get off the floor, all right? And if you get tired, just bring yourself back down and rest. Ready? Let's go. Inhale up. Squeeze those buttocks. Press on your feet. Exhale down. Try to relax. And of course, if it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. Come right out of it. Don't worry. Keep going. Almost there. And one last time. Up. And when you come down, very gently bring your back onto the floor. Very, very gently. Rest your back on the floor. Nice and smooth. Let's go right into a hug so we counterpose that spine right away. Big hug, and I want you to rock from side to side. Just rock and breathe. So keeping our spine nice and strong and flexible and safe. So when you bend it one way, we counterpose it, bend it the other way, keeping it nice and safe. Rock and breathe. Give yourself a beautiful back massage, lengthening the spine as well. The closer you bring your knees to your chest, the deeper the stretch you will get. So you can make that adjustment to whatever feels good for you right now. And at this point, I'd like you to do some little circles to the left and focus on the lower back. Roll. And when you're ready, let's go to the other side. Just roll. Little circles, release that lower back. Knees to center, soles of the feet onto the floor. All right. Let's do a couple more. Let's do our reclining bound angle pose. I want you to put your feet together and let your knees fall open. Just like our little butterfly we did at the beginning, if you were on with me on part 1. And just let it open. Relax the shoulders. Let your body sink into the ground. And this is a nice stretch for the inner thighs, the buttocks, the pelvic floor muscles. Reclining bound angle pose. Breathe. Close your eyes. Feel that breath. Hopefully it's the same breath that you've had the whole class. Smooth. One more breath. On the next exhale, slowly bring the knees together very gently, all right? And I want you to straighten the left leg, right foot on top of the left knee very gently. Bring up the left hand, put it on the right knee. And the right arm, I want you to stretch it out shoulder height. Preparing for supine twist pose, take a breath. And on the exhale, as you look over the right shoulder, gently pressing on the right knee to the left. So this is for your spine, but you can feel you get an extra bonus stretch into the hip area. So if you want a deeper stretch, you can push on the knee a little more or less. Adjust it to what works for you. Now I want you to pay attention to your left leg. You should be able to wiggle your toes. That's how relaxed that leg is. Your right foot is resting gently on the knee. There's no pressure anywhere. One more breath. On the next exhale, let's release. All right, very gently, let's counterpose and switch legs. Straighten the right one, then the left one. Adjust your back and your shoulders that you're comfortable. Left foot on top of the right knee, very gently. Bring up the right hand, put it on the left knee. Left arm, peel it out, stretch it out. And on the exhale, look over the left shoulder as you gently press on the left knee. And like I said, set these stretches up at the end of the class that we do on the floor to what your body needs right now. You don't have to go too much, but if you need an extra stretch, you know you can get it. One more breath. On the exhale, release. I want you to straighten the leg. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let them fall over your head. And I want you to stretch your body out. Fingertips to the tips of your toes. Make yourself nice and long. Stretch it out. Let your body sink into the ground, leaving an imprint of your physical body into that mat. Feeling so calm right now. Everything, just let it go. The breath is flowing. For one more. And on the exhale, I want you to bring your hands to the side of your body, palms facing the ceiling. Hands are open to receive guidance from your higher self. And let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today, resting comfortably in your corpse pose. If you'd like, you can bend your knees. If you want to lay on your side, sometimes some people like to have a little blanket, make themselves nice and cozy in your Savasana, in your corpse pose. Keep your breath flowing, just rest. And let's take a moment to thank ourselves for our practice today. Just resting with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. This is the time to just relax and let your body absorb the benefit of your practice while setting intentions for our time away from our mat. Let's take some time to reflect on the knowledge and teachings that encourages us to be the new me now. And let's be open to experiencing the shift that may offer us from this time on. This week, let's commit to being present in all of our actions and to ask ourselves a couple of simple questions. What would the old me have done in this situation? Has this decision served me in the past? If it has, go ahead and act accordingly, reaping the benefits of your choices. Should the previous decision taken by the old me not align with the profile of the new me, take a couple of breaths and ask yourself if the instant gratification is worth the imbalance that it might create. Most importantly, let's live our lives next week with a promise to self to be present in our decision making and actions, being the person who lives consciously for the greater good of self and others. Let us take some time to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds, and to find that place within ourselves that speaks to us. Take this time to invest in the process of life, moment by moment, breath by breath. If thoughts come up, let's not struggle with them or try and escape them. Instead, let's simply leave them alone. Release them to source. Let them come and go freely. Let's visit that place deep down inside where the stillness holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Sat Nam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, back into your space. Wiggle your fingers and toes to bring life back to your body. And when you're ready, very slowly and gently bring yourself back up to our cross-legged Sukhasana position or any seated position at this point that's comfortable for you. Take your time. I know it's hard to get off the floor. Sitting nice and tall on your sit bones, relax the shoulders. Let's bring our hands together and let's rub them vigorously. Activate that head chakra. Hands onto your heart center. Close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sat Nam. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace, may love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right. Wonderful. That was wonderful, lovely. Thank you for joining me. All right. Always feels so good after. All right. So I hope you enjoyed the part one and the part two. You can split them up, do one or the other, or do them together, just to make it a little bit longer than 30 minutes. So thank you again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a Pilates class shortly. And thanks again for watching, and have a wonderful day. And stay safe and get outside and play. Get some fresh air. All right, 5,